Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my June setup plan with me for the month view, the dashboard, and the notes pages. The sticker kit I'm going to use to decorate is from my own Etsy shop, so let's just go through. This was my little freebie sheet, the deco sheet, dashboard, more dashboard, and the month view stickers. And I really just enjoyed putting pink and green together for this for a vibrant kind of tropical look. And I did something a little bit different. I separated the line of date covers or day covers, day of the week covers, from the fat washi strip just to see if it's a little bit easier to place it on the page if I do it this way. So we'll see. You and I will find out together, and those of you who have ordered this kit will be finding that out as well. This month, my start on planning for the setup of the month is a little later than usual because I was closing out the school year with my piano students, and we had our end of the year recital on Sunday, 2 days ago. And so now I am freed up, no summer lessons except for occasionally. And so I'm catching up on videos. So I'm filming this one today as well as 2 others, my seasonal surprise box unboxing and my weekly plan with me. And after placing those washi strips at the top, the thick washi, I don't think that was any easier, honestly, than just having it all one piece. So I may go back to just cutting them as one piece. But you'll have to let me know what you thought. So are you setting up the month now, or have you already done it? Because it is, June 6th right now. So most of you have probably already set up your month. Yesterday I was really busy. I wanted to film yesterday and get caught up on Monday, but Monday is one of my mom days, and there were a few extra things that I needed to help her with, so I just did not have time to film. But today I do, so I'm excited. So let's go into time lapse to put down the little date covers. Let's do something a little bit different and go on, before I even populate this with actual events, let's go on to the dashboard and put down the stickers for this, and then we'll come through and fill in the boxes after the fact. So we've got the same color scheme with these 2 boxes, the exact same pattern that's on the header of the month view, and then some different patterns for the other boxes. So that one is where I put my book of the month, and these 2 will be my household tasks and financial tasks. I think I can talk while I do this. Let's do a little bit of story time. And I wanted to tell you some cute things that happened at the piano recital. So I'm a piano teacher if you are new here. Just had a piano recital to end the school year on Sunday. And at the end of the recital, what I do is ask for the youngest audience member to come up and help me do a drawing for some prizes. So I give out a certain number of prizes for the parents and the same number for students. I love this pattern. I love that pattern. And so anyway, when I asked for the youngest student, I had 2 little boys in the audience start making their way up before I even told them what was up. So I said, now hang on, do I have any 4-year-olds? And neither one of them were 4. Because I was going to try to just have one child do this, and they were both 5 years old, and one has helped me with this very thing in the past. So I feel like he thinks that he owns this job. So a little competition is probably good for him. So I ended up having both of them come up, and neither one can read. So their job is to draw a name and to call out the name. I hold a microphone up to them, and they say who won the prize. So I had to whisper in their ears for all of them. And the funny thing was, one of the little boys, they were both little boys, both 5 years old. So one of them drew his sister's name, and he did not know that that's whose name he was holding up. He just stared at the little slip of paper. And so I whispered in his ear, I said, "You know this person." And that still didn't help. And I said, "It's your sister." And he has two sisters. So he was able to use the first letter of the name, even though he couldn't read the name. That was enough to let him know whose name to call out. So that was a real funny moment. And then the other student I did the same thing for him. I mean, he's not a student. Well, he is. One of them was a student. I have one 5-year-old student. The other one is a little sibling of some older students. But anyway, when I was helping the other little boy read the names, he couldn't read them either, except the third name that he pulled out was his own name, and he just yelled "me." And that was pretty funny. And I had to assure the audience that he did have his eyes closed when he was drawing the name. So he didn't intentionally pull out his own name. I don't even know if he realized that it was just student names in there and that he could be in there. But he won a prize. So that was pretty cool. But it's just, the kids are just so cute. They are so cute. Oh my goodness. And I have one little girl. It was her second recital. She's 6. And at her first recital, she was so enamored with performing, so happy to be performing, that she knew her piece really well. And she was just looking out and smiling at the audience as she played. So not really looking at her hands. And I was very worried that she was going to mess up because of that, but she didn't. And I kind of cautioned her at her lesson before this recital, try to wait until you've played your last note to look for your mom and dad in the audience and smile at people so that it doesn't break your concentration. And she did exactly that. So she was very good about concentrating as she played this time. So it was really cute when she looked at the audience last time, but I don't want her to build the habit because as the music gets harder, that's going to be harder and harder to sustain. Okay, so I think we've got down all of the main stickers. So next thing, why don't I go ahead and reveal my book of the month? That's what goes right here. It is From the Inside Out. The author is Anna Anderson, and the subtitle is Why Diets Don't Work and What You Are Really Hungry For. So we'll see what that is all about. The cover itself, though, is very beautiful. It's kind of floral and fruit-ish, it seems like, with maybe an ocean wave down here at the bottom. So I printed it on zinc photo paper with my HP Sprocket, and that is linked in the video description if you want one of these. I have the Sprocket Select, and it prints this size print, which is a little bit larger than the original HP Sprocket. But that larger size is perfect for my book of the month. There's the header that goes above that. There we go. And then my household tasks and financial task will be next. And since there's an inner pink line right there, or a frame inside that box, I'm going to use the pink little strip here to block out an area for the header. Household goals. Oops. And there's yellow or lemon right here on the financial one. I'll do the same thing. There we go. And let me show you what I like to use for the bullet points. I like to use the little dollars for the financial tasks and the little houses for the household goals. So let's do, this is mostly pink and yellow, a little bit of orange in there, but pink and yellow mostly. Let's use pink and orange though, just because those will stand out. And I'm just going to put a little house there. I think my nail polish just smudged off, so I probably ought to cover that up with the house. Maybe I can get it off with an eraser. We'll try it and see. No, I can whiten out though. There we go. And then I don't have to scoot the house over quite so much. That's good. And then we'll use the orange for the second one. And then down on the money, definitely yellow is the predominant color here. So why don't we do both of them yellow? Okay, and then down here it's my challenge of the month, and I like to split that in half. Don't have a green stripe, so orange will do. And we're going to go right down the middle, and this will be a little bit longer than what we need, so we're going to have to trim it with a little handy scraper. These are also linked in the video description. And little scraps of washi go, well, let me show you last month's, because this month has nothing like this. So I'm going to take the June header, which is just nothing right now, and start my little washi scrap area. Washi garden, washi museum, one of you said. You call it a washi museum, and I think that's hilarious. That's super cute. And then we'll put the challenge of the month header across the middle of the big box. There we go. All right, so this is ready to fill out. Let's go ahead and fill it out. I'm going to write with this Pilot Precise V5. This is the black one. And you guys, Pilot Pen USA shared one of my videos. So I was kind of starstruck by that this morning on Instagram. They shared my video where I tested these to see if they were the same thing as the Erin Condren pen that has a similar tip, this one right here. And then there's two other colors. They're all black ink, but two other colors of barrel. And it did, by the way, turn out that they are the same tip. But it's called a roller ball pen, and there's like liquid in here that you can see swimming around in this little window, especially with the lighter colors, not so much with the dark one. But anyway, Pilot shared my video, so that was really fun. So my first household goal will be to switch where I keep our kitchen towels and linens with where we keep our pots. So right now we have this giant pull-out drawer where we have two of them, where we put pots and pans. And we have a cabinet where we have the linens, and I want to reverse that. So that's going to be maybe time consuming. We'll see. But my second household goal is to reshelf and restock my piano music books. So if you're a piano teacher, you pull out tons of music that you've had so neatly categorized before school started and maybe during your breaks, but then it's a mess again at the end of the school year. So I just want to get that all organized. My financial tasks will be very straightforward and the same as every month. So it will be to do my June budget, and I've already done it, and to pay June bills. I've already done that too. So we're going to write down things after the fact and go ahead and have the satisfaction that they're done. And then challenge of the month, I want to definitely have a family dinner night / celebration, because we have some birthdays to celebrate that we have not celebrated yet. And don't know what the second one will be, but let's go ahead and put that down. Okay, so my second one definitely needs to be this. It just slipped my mind, but my husband is taking off about a week from work, and we definitely need to just rest and enjoy our vacation. And that completes this page. So here is a close-up look at it. And we're ready to go on to the notes page over here, which is where I put my memory verses for the week. Sometimes people ask me where I get my memory verses. Well, it depends, but usually I just search for them based on a particular theme or word. And this month I chose the word or the concept of healing. And so I'm just thinking, the school year is over. Hubby's going to have some time off. We need to refresh, replenish, heal, gear up for what comes next. So all of the verses that I chose have something to do with that. And I use these little hearts as kind of bullet points, and then we'll maybe put some deco in here as well. And by the way, these are all in my Facebook group, Plan Sarah Plans Planner Circle. If you want to join, do answer the 3 questions so I can let you in. But I put these in the Facebook group at the beginning of the month, all of them. So I'm going to be copying from this, and we'll begin with the week of June 5th through the 11th, which is this week. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are troubled. Psalm 6, verse 2. And because this book is so very full, this is the last or the 12th month in this planner that's loaded up with stickers and other things, I'm going to put this vegan leather folio thing that's from a stand-up pad folio from Erin Condren. I have it empty right now. The side that does not have the fold lines on it makes a wonderful writing surface. So I'm going to put that under this sheet for the rest of the verses. So the next one is, I said, Lord, be merciful to me. Heal my soul, for I have sinned against you. Psalm 41, verse 4. Next verse is from Isaiah 53, verse 5. But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the chastisement that brought us peace, and with his wounds we are healed. Here's the last one. Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers. That's from 3 John chapter 1, verse 2. Okay, so the memory verse pages is all done, and you probably saw I forgot to write Isaiah 53:5 here. Consequently, I didn't leave enough of a space. I should have gone down one more line, but I'm not going to be that nitpicky, at least not this month. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go back now and start filling things in on the June monthly view. I'm going to go into time lapse to write on my event stickers, and then I'll come back and talk about it. Okay, so I did two things. I did what I did last month, which was to pull over the stickers that are event stickers all onto one sheet so I could see how many of each color and shape that I have. And I like to do that after I've emptied up most of the sheets, and that's kind of helpful. And I just filled these out with events that I'm aware of right now, and we're going to go ahead and place them and possibly combine them with some deco. Monthly view is all finished. I went a little bit crazy with the deco and just piled it all on here just because I'm excited about summer, but here is what the month view looks like up close. And of course, this is probably going to change somewhat and get added to somewhat. Very little done on the prayer of the month page. I just put the leftover deco here, and I will write my prayer for June off camera. And then the memory verses, decided I needed a little gingham. This was just a roll of gingham washi that I got from Stationery Pal, and the quote of the month sticker here. And that's it. This is all I need to do. So I'm ready to plan the week, which has already started. So that's going to be my second of 3 videos today. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for being patient for it to get up this month, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.